Hello everybody and welcome to Evermizer Weekly Seed number 23 for 2024. We got a matchup today between Cliqz and Solar. You know him, you love him. Let's see what the settings are. We don't have mystery settings this time. It's actually settings. We've got random difficulty, we've got all accessible. Let's see, energy core is shuffled. Alchemizer is pooled, boss dropomizer is pooled, Gourdomizer is on, Dino Skin, found by Cliqz and Solar there in the beginning. We'll see if either one of them actually equips that at any point. We've got, let's see, Sniffermizer's off. Mixed pool strategy bosses. There are a lot of settings in Evermizer that I'm unfamiliar with what they actually do. I need to look up at some point what happens. Cliqz leveling up. That's a lot of experience. Yeah, experience is 219%, money 140. Let's see if there's anything else that's as weird going on. Sniff ingredients are vanilla. The dog is the dog. The dog is who the dog is supposed to be the entire game. So Cliqz gets the skip for the Rapture cutscene, Solar following suit shortly thereafter. Sequence breaks are off, out of bounds off. No cheating. No cheating! Don't you do it. Infinite ammo for the bazooka is on. Atlas glitch is on. Wings glitch is on. For the full boss, it looks like short boss rush off. So the whole thing. Yeah, that looks like it. So let's see what are some of these items that they're picking up here at the beginning. Oops. Cliqz accidentally talks to that woman in the corner. That's time loss. Go ahead and forfeit. No. Impossible. No. So yeah, going through all of the checks in the opening Fire Eyes Village, just to pick up some resources and possibly, you know, hopefully some... That seems very important. That is, I would say, a pretty important piece of the puzzle right there is finding that gauge right there in Act 1, Act 0, whatever you want to call this. Wow. Okay, so one item down to get to space. And Solar skipping the last hut to the far west of the village initially. He's probably going to pick that up afterwards. Nothing important in there. Cliqz shows us that it's limestone and water. Cliqz just walks up and says hello. Solar finally gets the skip and walks on in. So even though he spent a little bit more time trying to get that that skip than just walking up to the front door, it winds up paying off and puts him a few seconds ahead of the cutscene, in the cutscene of Cliqz. But he still has not done the last hut in the village. So after this cutscene, Cliqz will be able to just run off to the wastelands to the east, and Solar will probably double back and get those 4 pots there, which, as we saw earlier, don't contain anything super important. Bronze chest plate, more armor. Once again, we'll see if either of them actually equips the armor. Solar running back in to check the last gourds. Nothing of importance there. And there's the water and limestone. I think I was watching Solar's screen. I saw that Cliqz was menuing. I think he was actually. I'm gonna hope for myself that he was putting on armor there. Maybe not. And with this, a lot of extra experience. So 219% experience jump. We'll see how much either of them decide to do. Not as much money, 140%, but still still nice. So farming is more for leveling up the characters than for getting money for items and for alchemical ingredients. But Cliqz has picked up his Jaguar ring. Solar is walking into the cave right now. Cliqz also getting blocked by this dude. Get out of here! I want to talk to your Gourds, not to you, old man. And Cliqz is now heading south towards the Bugmuck. Solar will be following in just a moment. Getting through the end of this cutscene. 500 talons just sitting there. Kind of nice to have early on for if they find some necessary ingredients at some of these alchemists that they're going to be meeting in the early part of the game. Slow burn. Well. Dang. And a mammoth card. More armor. Not using it. So, not a great starting series of spells. Really only one starting spell. Because Fire Eyes gave them armor. So that's it. We got... Well, that's not helpful. The regenerate magic for call bead spells that we don't have access to. Neat. Thanks, game. You're a real pal. And Cliqz has made his way to the second area of the big bug. And Solar is working his way through the maze of the first room right now. And hopefully they find a better weapon or a better alchemy or something like that, digging through these pots on the way in. Because neither of them have iron to cast slow burn right now. A call bead. They do have call beads, but they don't have access to anybody to call yet. Yeah, bunch of nothing. Okay, well... And what level are they at right now? Oh, never mind. So I guess talking to Elizabeth just gives you the... I'm trying to remember vanilla when you get the call beads. I thought you got the call beads after defeating Thrax. Returning from that battle that she shows you like why she's called Fire Eyes. But I guess for the randomizer, since you've already talked to her, getting any call beads before then... It's like, okay, well, you've talked to this person, you can just use those abilities. So actually, already having several call beads available. And Thrax, I think, has like 600 health, so almost dead on Solar's side. Only needs a couple more. Yep, there he goes. And Thrax is down, and Cliqz is close. He has about another 100 health. And he's wailing away inside the ribcage there. Got to be careful not to... There he goes. All right. So Thrax is down for both of our runners. We'll see if they get anything worthwhile from this. Obviously a cutting weapon. The bronze axe. Go ahead, mark that for both of them. So that's good access for running around in... the second act, being able to get access to the Alchemist Cave on the bank of the river that has the drain formulas, being able to get access to some of those gourd checks that are over, same thing on the west side of the river, and being able to go ahead and go through the pyramid. And just a good damage boost, just a good physical damage boost as well. Or, you can go ahead and throw that old axe out. That old axe you were excited about 30 seconds ago? Trash. Here's the Atom Smasher. And here's a long-range axe for you. Wow, okay. Man, this guy really, this alchemist has been cooking up some weird shit. If he's, everybody else is working with like mud and sticks and animal parts, and he's just like, I have made a bazooka. Here, I bequeath it to you. No, I don't have any, I don't have any ammo for it. Alright, so, neato. Solar's made his way back to, Fire Eyes Village. He's gonna go, first, check, Strongheart's hut, and also pick up all of the gourds that he now has access to in that area by being able to cut down bushes. Gets another piece of armor. Doesn't put it on. That's fine. You live your life. Gets another piece of armor. Probably won't put it on. Cliqz instead immediately goes to the Windwalker. And goes to the bazaar. Solar's now done in the southern part of the jungle and is gonna be running... Oh, right, go talk to this alchemist as well at Fire Eyes Village. Learns Flash. Something actually useful. Doesn't equip it, though. And... yeah, Solar's now making his way to the Windwalker himself, and Cliqz is learning Hardball from the brute behind the boxes, which normally gives you Atlas. And Solar's now about to go to Nobilia as well, and Antica. And Cliqz dips in and out of the bazaar and is taking flight and probably going to be landing south of the desert. Solar has now just landed in Nobilia. Visits, pokes his head in to the shops and goes, huh, neat, nice place y'all got. Cliqz actually instead goes to Tinker's Tower immediately. And there's Solar learning Hardball. Buys an Atlas Medallion because he knows the glitch is allowable. May never come across it. Escape! Great to find. And there's Heal. And Solar runs back to get a second medallion, I believe, just to make sure that he can get the sequence off to get the Atlas glitch. To get that rollover strength. So while Cliqz is fighting the mini-boss here, these enemies coming out of the stained glass windows, Solar is continuing around in Antica, gets corrosion off of the fish salesman, and is going to get the desert skip south on that left-hand side of the screen. And he's second now. Where's that? There's a rock. There he is. Okay. And he's going to go ahead and jump in the pit. And that is the second cutscene, or second thing that is necessary in order to trigger the countdown timer to get access to the Vigor fight. And Cliqz is slapping away at these enemies. The dog is down, and the other enemy is not attacking him. Is there something... I may have missed something that happened over there. Maybe somebody in the comments can tell me why the enemy's not attacking him. If there's something that was done over there that keeps enemies from targeting you and being aggressive. Solar picking up speed from Blimp and runs back in. Gets the last little drops. We'll see where he decides to go. And he's going to go talk to the alchemist out in the desert that you normally get Sting from. Cliqz going to try his hand at Neris's guessing game. Nope. All right. Hopefully, nothing important. You can always come back and try again later. And Solar makes it out to learn 1-up. Then picks up a collar for the dog. And still doesn't equip it. No armor for anybody. Cliqz is now going through all of these really tough enemies here in the dungeon below Ebon Keep in order to get to the town afterwards and get access to a lot of other gourd checks and a few alchemy checks and shops and stuff like that. Solar, meanwhile, is staying in Antica and is going to check around at the shantytown on the coast. So we've got quite a divergence here from our runners all just out the gate in their preferences in getting checks done. Why is Cliqz still using the bronze axe when he has the Atom Smasher? Does he just, I guess, just forgot he has the Atom Smasher? Oh, there we go. Solar actually throwing on some armor. Yay! Yeah, Cliqz must have done something that I guess I'm not familiar with, because these enemies are not aggressive against him. Must have done... I'm trying to think of what abilities they have access to right now to get that glitch started. It looks like he cast Corrosion or something? Yeah, or it was Plague. There's a Call Bead, and what else? Cure from the Alchemist here in the cave. It normally gives you Drain. And Solar, yeah, taking that bronze axe gotten from the Thrax boss fight, and he's probably immediately going to the pyramid. Alright, and Cliqz has now completed, or defeated, all of the enemies, and has now made it to Ebon Keep. Even is going to start ransacking all of these nice villagers' belongings. Solar picks up poison. But he didn't intend to. That was a mistake. He's not trying to attempt any type of permanent status glitch. So now Solar is cracking through some of these rocks here. Puts on the Spiky Tiger. Cliqz picked up something on the left-hand side. It was a long string of words. I did not see exactly what it was. Solar falls in the pit and gets teleported to Horus's camp. And learns Barrier. Okay. That's helpful. And that is another ongoing effect that he can now put on himself to try and roll over all of the to overstack a bunch of effects to get Atlas Glitch. Solar not actually going to the pyramid right now. I guess that's kind of a long thing to go through. And may not feel up to the task right now with the alchemy and weapons and everything, his setup that he has right now. And I think that he is about to go to Tinker's Tower. Yes, exactly it. So didn't pick up anything really of note. A few nice alchemy spells. Drain and Double Drain, learned back-to-back from the fine people of Ebonkeep. So yeah, 2 axes, but no spear yet. Oh, an Atlas medallion for free! Solar, you fool. You should have saved your money. It's better to have that. If this is something that you're intending on doing, it's better to have that insurance or assurance. Just go ahead and get that medallion and have it on hand for when you decide to roll everything over. And Cliqz is about to fight. He's checking to see what he can cast right now. No, does not feel up to the task of fighting Verminator right now. And Solar not wasting any time trying to fight these enemies. Just throwing a bunch of lightning storms at him and moving on with his life. And Cliqz is now looping back through the town, has made his way back to the dungeon, and is probably going to go back into the castle and then exit through the sewers. No, he's climbing up. He's going to fly away. Let's see if Solar gets the 50-50. No. We still don't know what mysteries Neris is keeping to himself. Solar's now working his way down into the dungeon to eventually gain access to Ebonkeep. Cliqz is about to take the Windwalker up and away, just somewhere else. We'll see where that is in just a moment. Alright, Cliqz has taken flight and is thinking out there in the middle of the ocean. And goes back to Nobilia. Solar also, I guess it's not a big deal, but forgetting that he has the Atom Smasher to deal a little bit more physical damage. Cliqz is now in the marketplace and is going to get, I'm trying to remember what it was, corrosion, right, from this fish salesman. So yeah, it looked as though, so I guess the thinking was Cliqz wanted to see what he could get from, knowing that he has the bronze axe, he wanted to sit. Solar takes a reset. I was watching Cliqz screen. What happened there? either died to an... Whew, that's a setback right there. Either died to an enemy or just didn't have enough damage output to get through the robot, the guard bot that's in the cell. Has to redo a good bit of stuff inside the castle. Yeah, I guess Cliqz's logic, his thinking is, I have the bronze axe, so that gives me access to a lot of stuff. You know, that lets me get through the pyramid. But instead of going and doing that right this very second, let me go ahead and tackle some stuff in Act 3, and then I can come back and trigger the marketplace timer and then focus like completely on getting through stuff in Act 2 and just kind of stay in that one area. Where Solar got the bronze axe and immediately opened up a bunch of checks that you get access to. Solar trying his hand at Neris's guessing game again and messes it up again, even on the retry. Oh, that's what it was. Oh, right. I forget. I was like, what is this thing? The wings glitch. It's so obvious now that I saw somebody do it. I was like, what is this thing? No, right. Wings glitch. Using wings in an area to try and escape an area that wings does not allow you to escape, instead makes your characters untargetable. Or rather, I guess the enemies that are around don't perceive them to target them and attack them. So Cliqz just talks to the alchemist in the cave, and probably is headed to the alchemist in the desert, see what has replaced Sting. Yeah. And Solar's has poisoned the robot and is bullying him in the corner. Finally takes him down, and as a lot of these other enemies have been bleeding out. Slowly but surely, due to the plague. There's one more. Something else is still surviving. This raptor. And maybe that's it. Cliqz is back at the market. There it is. Okay, Solar has gotten through the dungeon and is now going to run through Ebon Keep and pick up a bunch of nothing. Nothing at least extremely important. And never mind, Cliqz is leaving Act 2 and headed back to Act 1? There it is, Magic Aura. That was the long string of text that I saw in my peripheral that Cliqz picked up that I was like, uh-oh, what was that? So, alright. So, once again, nothing important. Cliqz getting bullied by these wimpy flowers. And right, Cliqz immediately left Act 1 as soon as he was like, well, I've got a cunning weapon, I'm out of here. Solar picking up a double bazooka. And is probably going to be picking up collar for the dog. Actually, not a lot of money right now. Maybe enough, 450? Yeah, okay. So picking up a collar for the dog and picking up a second bazooka. Some good armor. And it's going to make a save. Cliqz is running around through the south jungle. Just visited Strongheart. And is checking these gourds that are behind the bushes at the beginning of the game. Nothing. I'm trying to remember if Solar came back. I know Solar, before leaving Act 1, did all of that stuff where he went and talked to Strongheart and went and talked to the other alchemist to the west of the village and did a few more things, a few more checks in Act 1, but I don't think he came back and talked to Fire Eyes. Solar picking up Drain is about to pick up Double Drain. So Cliqz picking up some more call beads. Ah, right. So that's what you get. It's just... So, reloading the call bead stash. After using so many on enemies in Act 3. And Cliqz is about to go... Well, no, he's got this guy to talk to. We'll see if he decides to continue north. Yeah, he's going to the volcano base through the elephant graveyard. Solar's now getting into the castle grounds at Ebon Keep in the front. We'll see if he decides if he has what it takes to take on Verminator. So he has a different collection of abilities right now. And stats. No, he doesn't. Verminator's rough. Verminator's a tough nut to crack. That if you don't have the ability to burst him down immediately, especially at these lower levels, because he is a pretty late game boss in the vanilla game. So he has a bunch of nasty spells and has a good chunk of health. Cliqz now in the top of the Mammoth Graveyard fighting the Vipers and the Viper Commander. And Solar's looping back through the town. The Walk of Shame. I couldn't take on Verminator. That we saw Cliqz do as well, and is headed back into the dungeon. We'll see if he decides to, the Crusader Sword found for Cliqz at the Viper Commander. Energize was on Neris. It's a good one. That's a good one. Cliqz will go back and try that again as well. At some point, I'm sure we'll see that. And Solar's now heading back into the dungeon. Miracle Cure from the Alchemist in the graveyard, in the Boneyard. And Cliqz continues north. We'll see if he decides to do the volcano or the swamp first. Probably climb the volcano, just because there's not a big boss at the end, and also, you know, it's not a lot of a lot of these checks are much easier to pick up along the way. All right, and he's inside of the Raptor Cave. See what drop this has for him. Mud pepper. I mean, could be helpful with all of the alchemical formulas being vanilla. Yeah, and he's climbing up to get all the gourds. Solar did a little bit of alchemy shopping and is now headed back up to get the Windwalker. Go through that cutscene, and is going to be leaving Act 3. And Cliqz has done all of the checks on the mountainside and is about to fly up to the summit of the volcano. Acid rain. Ugh. Bunch of nothing. Ooh, Cliqz hadn't made a save in a while. Solar is also headed back. And he's gonna land, since he did all of the stuff at the Fire Eyes Village after the Thrax fight, he's gonna land gold-plated vest. just sitting there. He's gonna land at the drop down by the swamp, which Cliqz is about to walk into. There they are, sharing a screen. Hello, hello. And we'll see how much this Energize helps out with, oh, Solar getting body blocked by this raptor. Get out of here. We'll see how much this Energize helps with his being able to, the speed at which he clears a lot of these checks. And Cliqz does not go through the swamp. Flies off again. And it may be time for the Vigor fight. I don't know. Man, there was that gauge that was in one of the gourds in Fire Eyes Village that they got 2 minutes into the game, and there's been nothing else really important. The bronze axe, and then after that, nothing. Just a true desert of important checks. It was just like bronze axe, bazooka, gauge. Nothing else. Cliqz is now back across the river in Antica. Still no spear. No dang old spear. Not a one of them. Probably is gonna go do the right, he's got all these checks, these rocks to cut through. We'll see if he decides at this point that he's ready to go through the pyramid. Huh, they both have the Atom Smasher equipped. Is that the way the Atom Smasher... Have they both had the Atom Smasher already equipped and I just haven't noticed? Because it's green. What am I... Yeah, I guess this whole time I've been asking why they had the Bronze Axe equipped, and they've had the Atom Smasher. The Atom Smasher doesn't look anything... I guess it makes sense. In the icon, It's glowing purple, but it's all of the weapons for an area kind of are the same color. So I think it's all of the late game weapons are all green. The sword, the spear, obviously green. The laser lance and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess they've had the Atom Smashers equipped the entire time and I just haven't noticed. Energy core, just sitting there. In one of the pots in the pyramid. And Solar is about to get a Crusader Sword from the Viper Commander fight in the Mammoth Graveyard. Yeah. So this whole time I thought they've had the Bronze Axe equipped. I guess the bronze, the green looks like, corroded bronze. That's where it was. Yeah, I'll say that's my explanation, not that I'm an idiot, but that, and I don't know what the different axes look like. So, man, I've been harping on them for like a half hour. Like, why do you not have the Atom Smasher equipped? Yeah, see, there's the Bronze Axe, which looks like actual bronze. I didn't see what he was picking up. I was too busy looking at the color of the axe, so I have no clue what he picked up in those 6 pots. Yeah, clearly bronze-colored. Duh. While the Atom Smasher, as you see on Solar's side, that's equipped right now, or Cliqz just switch back to it. Very obviously green. It's not that vibrant green that the laser lance has. And there's a Crusader Sword for Solar. So yeah, I've been dumb this whole time. Big surprise that I don't know what I'm talking about. Why aren't you doing this thing that you are currently actually doing? That sounded insane. And Cliqz now fighting against these 2 Sons of Anhur. This mini boss here in the pyramid. And catching some slow burn. Uh-oh. Not a big deal. It's just a minor annoyance. And there's a Diamond Eye. Wow. The game gave you the Bronze Axe early on. And, man, Cliqz has decided to follow the logic and go in and get an energy core and a bronze, the energy core and a bronze. I can't talk right now. All the things are jumbling up in my head, and a Diamond Eye. It's not a Bronze Eye. Using the Bronze Axe to get the Diamond Eye and the energy core. And Solar is slapping away at the flora in Prehistoria. Getting some experience. Ooh, Cliqz rudely stopped by this bone buzzard. So many ongoing effects right now, but still neither of them have found the actual Atlas Alchemy spell yet. They're both ready. They're both so ready to have the Atlas glitch. And Solar is also back in Antica. It's probably about to be doing the same thing that we're seeing Cliqz doing right now, going through the pyramid. I mean, the pyramid is a long and tough and winding dungeon. You don't want to come here necessarily at level 6 and just kind of try and blitz your way through it, especially if you don't have anything like infinite bazooka ammo or a really powerful spell that you can just like throw 90 of, you know, to get through this area, or having the Atlas glitch. And Cliqz is done with the... Oh, resetting the pyramid check. Oh, I think that wall, you can only break it. That is the one wall that you don't need the bronze axe to break. Because logically in the game, you go through and you break it by walking up to it from the bottom and hitting one of the, like, runes on the ground. And it just opens up. But since he was on the top side, from sequence breaking by already having the bronze axe, there's the energy core for solar. That he had to go back through, start over all of the checks and go back through things logically. Or rather, in the vanilla sequence. Oh my gosh, look at all these. Those guys were just blocking, just clogging that doorway. And our runners are synced up right now. Solar's getting stopped by these cats. Particle bombs, yay! Yay, particle bombs. Oh, Cliqz is, and Solar's gonna, both of them are gonna be so excited to pick that up. And just not have to deal with all the shit that they're dealing with right now. Solar just is getting bullied by these mummified cats. And decides he's had enough. And it's just gonna chop, chop, chop through them all. Sand disintegrates that cat. And Cliqz gets back to the dog and releases him. Solar is about to get poisoned. Super fun. I think he's about to fight the Sons of Anhur. Pretty soon. Cliqz meleeing some of the Sons of Set out of the way, bipping and bapping them. And time to have an off-screen boss fight with Rimsala. There, well done. You did it. You defeated the boss. Okay. Alright, so the pyramid... Wow, it's almost like follow the bronze axe. The pyramid had the energy core, one diamond eye, and the wheel. Neat. Cool. Thanks. But you do have to, be, kind of have a good enough stats and defense. Good enough stats for not only defense, but also damage output from the weapons that you have currently on hand to get through. I mean, this is a rough area. Solar's having a time right now with these enemies. They're not pushovers. Cliqz is now in the halls of Kalaja. Or probably Colossia. I don't know. There's a bunch of made-up words. How do you pronounce it? Let me know. And Solar doing the same thing, just trying to slap these dudes out of the way with the butt of his gun. Cliqz is now about to fight the Minotaur, while Solar is walking in to cheese Rimsala. Minotaur down, and that'll open up the second half of the halls. And Solar is going to be getting his wheel. I also, I'm sure he picked up the diamond eye. I'm going to mark it. It was just in a pot along the way. I'm sure he clicked on all the pots. I didn't see him get it. But I'm sure he picked up the diamond eye, and he's picking up the wheel right now from the boss fight. So one more diamond eye needed by both of our runners in order to get to the end. And since they already have the energy core was in the sequence. They don't have to go through Omnitopia and then drop back down to pick up the energy core and then fly back up. Like, they'll just be ready to go. Solar picks up Reflect at Horus's camp. So 3 and a bunch of alchemy spells, or alchemical ingredients. So there are 3 diamond eyes in the pool. One of them has been found. 2 more out there somewhere. And hopefully they'll be stumbling across them soon. I think Solar's about to follow in Cliqz's footsteps and go to the halls. No? Cliqz now fighting the Mad Monk. How do you like this, old man? A gladiator sword? Nah. And Solar is setting up a probably infinite energizer glitch. And Cliqz is done. Doesn't, once again, no spears found. So they can't do the Megatar boss fight, and they are both a screen away from each other. So where to now? They've done kind of everything they can with the Bronze Axe. I guess they're both flying back to Nobilia. No? Neither of them doing the Vigor fight. Was there a second diamond eye that was picked up by both of them that I just didn't see? No, that's not it. The way that Solar is beelining back to Ebon Keep, I was like, maybe, you know, in that string of 6 pots that are found when you unlock that area where the guy's hiding out that you can make the save point in the pyramid. Maybe one of those had a diamond eye, and it auto-tracked, and the text flew by so quickly that maybe I missed it. But no, that's not the case. So Solar's going back to Act 3. Cliqz is also doing the same. Time for Verminator? Potentially. It looks as though Solar's headed that way. I mean, now that both runners have the bazooka as well as infinite ammo from particle bombs, and much better stats, much better spells. It seems like a much more viable fight to deal with right now. Cliqz is going to go talk to Neris and gets energized, which Solar's had for quite some time now. But he's happy to get that. Yep. It looks like both of them are, now that they have the bazooka and have plenty of ammo, are going to do the Verminator fight. They also have Barrier. Solar's just machine gunning down this rat. Wings glitch to keep from taking damage. And Verminator's down for Solar. Picks up a nice chunk of change. And we'll see if this was anything important. Oh, boo. Well. Cliqz is going to get some ingredients from Lance. Hey, at least you picked up some money and some experience, you know? Can't be too mad about picking up 1,400 gold pieces. And our runners are passing through. Solar's doing the same thing. Gonna go talk to Lance and buy some ingredients, I guess, to keep Energize up and running. Which is iron and crystal, I believe. It looks like, I mean, that's what Cliqz bought and, you know, Solar bought. I believe that's what the formula is. And now Solar's running back up the steps to get to the castle. So Cliqz is about to machine gun down Verminator as well. Whew! And he's just full sending it. Yeah. Didn't bother doing any type of protection or defense. He'll pick up a Spider Claw as well. And now, now they're headed for the forest. So I'm sure Cliqz will be doing the same thing. Solar, running through the sewers right now below Ebonkeep. So just one more Diamond Eye for both of them, and they'll be ready to go. And Solar's now fighting the Drake in the forest. Much like the Legends of old, using a bazooka to take down a dragon. A tale as old as time. And getting a shit ton of money as well. And there it is! Alright, Diamond Eye number 2. And, yeah, he just has to run back. He's already in, Act 3, just to run back through the sewers. So that is go mode for Solar. Cliqz following suit. I'm going to go ahead and mark that on his tracker as well. So yeah, short boss rush is off. But both of them will have access to the boss immediately. I guess they will dump all of this money into getting the I forget what it's called. The highest tier bazooka ammo damage. The blue ones. I don't remember the names of them. It's the blue ones. And so yeah, real close race right now. They just gotta get through this maze and get up to Omnitopia. Solar's done running through these sewers. Cliqz is just a little bit behind. Yeah, just a few seconds behind. But they've got that auto run going. Or Solar does, at least. From being able to charge up with the axe. Although with Energize, you know, it doesn't really matter. You can just auto run. Yeah, and they are 8 seconds apart right now. Wow. That is a lot of the game skipped. I just thought about that. No spears picked up, so not fighting the Megatar. Not going through the volcano, not going through the swamp, not going through the first half of Act 3. Yeah, just a lot of the game skipped, which is great. So I think it's shopping time to prepare for the final battle, and then they'll just go ahead and fight through all of the speakers and raptors and all that good stuff. And both runners are waiting for the boy to show up. The dog is like, "Come on, get on my level. Keep up with me. I'm setting the pace this time." We'll see how quickly they can get these skips. Yeah, Solar's dropping in. Yep, and is going to exchange money and get bazooka ammo. Cryoblast, that's it. Yep. And Solar's now dropping back down into the sewers below. Cliqz is one screen behind right now. And yeah, with that energy core just found as a check very early on. Or no, it was the gauge that was found very early on. The energy core was inside of the pyramid. And Solar drops in for his boss rush, or not boss rush. No, it's the whole thing. So he's waiting for these bombs to stack up so he can slap them up towards the speakers and fans. And both of them have the wings glitch on right now. So they shouldn't be taking any damage. It's just how quickly can they dish out damage. And so they're just in the most exciting and deadly game of badminton. Slapping these bombs up against the wall. You know how you do in badminton when you slap the shuttlecock against the wall? Yeah? I know sports. That's how that works. I guess it'd be more like a tennis practice if you were just trying to volley. All right. And both runners are done with their first section of the boss run and are fighting through some of these metal raptors right now and just, yeah, sitting back and firing bazookas. Solar multicasting speed right now, just to, I guess, level it up. Taking a little time. And let's see. What else is going on? Cliqz recast energize. Solar recast energize as well, and now Cliqz is, because Solar sat there and cast speed like 24 times, Cliqz is now slightly ahead with the spawn rate, but that doesn't mean that the damage output, you know, finishing off the raptors is going to necessarily happen in the same time. But it does. And so yeah, both raptors are killed at the lower part of the screen, which is nice. So Cliqz is just a few seconds ahead of Solar right now. And Cliqz casts speed a conservative single time. And now they're going through the third wave of Vipers. I mean, not Vipers, Raptors. And Cliqz is done with his Raptors, and Solar has taken his out as well. So yeah, very close race between these two right now. It all comes down to kind of like RNG of where the enemies are moving about, and wow. So Solar is taking to just sitting back and continuing to let the bazooka speak for himself, while Cliqz used up a bunch of call beads to do a lot of AoE damage. One eye, two eye down for Cliqz, one eye down for Solar. And is that all of them down for Solar? Solar takes out his eyes first. Cliqz has a tighter grouping of dust, though, so a little bit less travel time for the cleaner. Both of them take a second to recast speed. And here comes that boy. And there it goes. And now they're fighting, they're both dealing with the much more dangerous enemy, the Dark Toaster. And Solar just gets a little bit better manipulation of being able to pin down the dog, while Cliqz, his has been moving back and forth. Finally takes it down as well. So yeah, that's a little bit to do with, you know, there's a little bit of RNG with the enemy movements and everything like that, but some of it is also, you know, the player's ability to pin somebody down in a corner and just let them have it. So Solar's a little bit ahead right now in this fight against the Metal Magmar. But Cliqz is getting extra damage done letting his dog fight as well, while Solar is doing everything with just the boy. So Cliqz has a much higher damage output from both characters attacking, while Solar is just has the boy. So we'll see if that makes some sort of a difference here in this fight. Solar recasting speed. Cliqz. Yep. So Cliqz takes out Metal Magmar first, just barely. And here we go. Now it's just a damage output race, and Cliqz still has his dog alive. It's not adding a lot. I mean, Coltron has like 30,000 hit points or something like that. But every little bit helps. This is going to be close. This is going to be real close. They're both just blitzing away. But Cliqz, like I said, has a little bit of extra damage coming out, added with the dog shooting. It's not a lot, but it may make a difference. This is coming down to the wire right here. Oh, man. And Solar takes it at 1:09:12, and the Cliqz follows 5 seconds later. Wow. What a close run. GG's to both of them for blitzing through this seed. Wow. Yeah, just came down to kind of a little bit of enemy manipulation. there at the end and just damage output. But I thought honestly, Cliqz still having the dog alive was going to make the difference, but just fell a little bit behind, and I thought was going to be catching up during the Metal Magmar fight, but I guess it didn't make as much of a difference. Yeah, interesting to see the divergence after Act 1, getting a lot of nice weapons, getting that bronze axe, and just being like, all right, here it is, do something with this. And them running through and doing a bunch of checks to make sure that they can actually make it through the boss fight at the end, making it through the Rimsilla fight at the end of the pyramid. Finally finding some particle bombs for the bazooka that they also picked up super early on. So, which then was like, okay, now that we have the bronze axe, we have something that we can actually use to kill the boss quickly. Now let's go back and do those checks. And then it was just boom, boom, boom. There's the energy core. Here's the diamond eye. Here's the wheel. Just crazy dense collection. It was a lot of nothing, and then very quickly, everything was just in one location. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in and watching and listening along. GG's to both Cliqz and to Solar. You can check them out if you go down to the description of the video. I've got their links to their streams and channels and stuff like that, so you can go and watch them and give them a follow as well. I will see y'all next time. That's it for now. So, see ya!